And here we are again. Dagshen,
It's
how
not.
are you doing?
I'm doing good.
The
Why is it these
Go ahead.
calls are not attended? I'm not. I'm not very happy about it.
Oh, you know, two things to say about that. First, what I thought was interesting was one of the folks that I expected would be attending the APAC calls, which are folks from Affinity, but especially Glenn Gore, who's the CEO. I thought, well, the APAC call, he's in Singapore, right? And what time is it in Singapore right now? I'm actually checking. What time is it for you right now?
7:30 in the morning. Singapore would be around 9 a.m. or 9:30.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I'm thinking, I think it's interesting because, so what happened? Glenn showed up on the call, on our morning call, right? It was midnight for him, but there was something about him knowing that others, this proposal was going to be presented for the first time, and he's on, in various places, signal channels and GitHub, and he's quite active. He's the one leading the coding on the Linux kernel maintainer verification
Yeah,
project,
yeah. I
LKMV.
I saw him ask a very interesting question on the Era GitHub about
Yes,
having actions and context on the trust
exactly.
register.
So he's anyway, and so I expected it's like, hey, that's what this call is for. And there are other members of, they're a global team. They got office in Berlin and in Australia. And no, he showed up for that call. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Um, in any case, it's I the second thing I want to say is that was outstanding. You did a bunch of great work on that risk assessment. I don't know what else to call it. Your risk assessment spreadsheet analysis. I missed the first half of that call, but I joined at the point where you were still showing it, and I was like, "Oh my God, that was really awesome."
Yeah, I think I have figured out that the best way to get things done is try and explain it to myself and document what I'm learning, and then try and see if others can relate to it. It works out that way.
Well, what's interesting is that's the process that Carly applies for her bite-sized trust. She just brings it all the way down to almost a layman's level. So anyway, I just thought it was great. I know Scott was quite jazzed about it because it's like, hey, someone else is thinking about risk assessment in a serious way. And Nikki really appreciated it too. So anyway, that's three of us.
Yeah, I mean, I have to sort of tip my hat to Scott. If it was not for his enthusiasm during the sovereign days, I wouldn't have gotten interested in what usually is thought of to be a very dry and boring topic that is best left to those who practice it on a regular basis. But now it's become much more interesting, especially given a lot of the work that I'm doing relates to identifying and sort of like reviewing risks in various AI guidance that comes about. So
Yeah,
good stuff.
good.
Uh,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. Well,
I
for
don't
the
think
second,
anyone is going to join Raman. I think we are at that time again.
I think so too. And the funny thing was that, did you join any part of that patchwork event? Of course, I guess that was
I
going into the
I
middle of the
did
night.
I did join it. I think it took a lot of time getting started because of
Yes.
probably crowd. Ironic because the platform is called Crowdcast and they couldn't handle crowds. So
I I agree. It was as a speaker, it
but
was just
but I liked the first half. I didn't stick around for the second part of it because it was way too late into my night.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
And
think they will have it on YouTube at some point is what they said, right?
yeah, I think it will. And there was some, so I was when they got to the breakouts at the end, there were three of them, and I went to the identity one because they wanted the panelists to go there, and it was a good conversation. It I felt like it was starting to get that, call it identity and AI agent dialogue going, but in some ways it was ironic by having an identity breakout that was separate from the other two. It didn't really get to as much of the integration discussion, which is where I think we have to
I
go. It's like,
I wish people who are organizing these sessions uh, kind of break their mental model of things need to be in swim lanes, because when it comes to agentic AI and agentic systems, these are interlocked processes and they cannot just have their own
Interlock.
swim lanes at all.
Interlock. That's exactly the right word. Interlock. I like that.
Hey,
That's right.
before we go, I wanted to share with you something I was writing up uh, in terms of how I see the first person project and everything else coming up. I posted the link on this chat. When it's a long post, when you get the time, to read it and let me know what you think.
Fantastic. I am clicking on it right now to open it in the right window. The Citizen Reassembled. And your Substack is called the Trust Graph. That's awesome. How long have you had this?
Well, I think I started it during the time of COVID credentials. So it's 6 years old, but I haven't actually written much except for I think October onwards, I started writing stuff up on it for a while. Again, doing the same thing, explaining to myself and posting and seeing what others feel about it.
So, but has it been called the Trust Graph this whole time?
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, I guess it's not that surprising with the fact that you have, you've had that, and because that word is really getting out there. It's not just because I think we have, we started the decentralized trust graph working group. It's just everyone is starting to really get that's what it's about. So this is fantastic. I look forward to my this pretty much all the deadlines were literally through now today, and
Yeah.
tomorrow I have sort of a leisurely travel day to take the I live in Seattle, and on Friday, John Jordan
Right.
is Victoria Digital Trust Squad meeting that Daryl and I are going to. He's coming over from Vancouver, and I take the Victoria Clipper high-speed ferry up from Seattle.
Mm.
So I'll have time tomorrow, and I want to read through this. This looks fantastic.
All
Yeah,
all right.
awesome.
Thank you. I'll wait for your feedback then. Wait to see how what
Okay,
you feel about
fantastic. I just yeah, there's all I'm gonna say. Sanko Shan is especially with that announcement, of MCP going to LF, we're in the right place, and now Trust RIP is coming into the right time,
it.
and
Yeah.
this is going to be very exciting next year. So
Yep.
I'm very happy to be here and give you the next 50 minutes back. We'll both do that, and I'll talk to you soon enough. Oh, at least next week because we'll have one more set of meetings before we take a
All
break
righty
for the
then.
holidays.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, Sakershan.
Thanks.
You bet. Bye bye.